Hello again, it's Nina. So I'm back with another video for you guys. I thought, why not, since I am planning on going out of town with two children, a baby toddler and a teenager, show you guys some of the tips, tricks that I use to try to make the trip a little easier. I love organizing and keeping things as simple as possible. So I hope that you guys are able to get something out of this video and help to make your own life a little bit simpler. So, all right, so let's get started with a few items that I pack. I guess I will start with the toiletry items, and I'm not going to showcase everything, but again, you'll kind of get the gist of what I do. So first up, here we have just some standard travel bottles, spray bottles. Obviously the other ones are missing because they are currently in use, but I do like to use smaller amounts, especially if it's going to end up being a trip that is perhaps only 1 to 3 days, maybe 4 tops, because I can definitely fit enough product of whatever I'm putting in these types of bottles into that and take that with me and use it the entire time. Now, I can't recall where I actually got these from because I went to Walmart, I used some from Walmart, and then I had to go somewhere else and find some better ones specific. I want to say Big Lots. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's Big Lots. All right, so definitely a must-have, and I will show you why here shortly. My next item, or items, I will say, one of my best friends ever is masking tape. I love, love, love masking tape because I like to label things, and I like to be able to label them and then take off the label when I'm done so I can reuse and exchange it for another label. Permanent marker, whatever works best for you as far as the tip is concerned. This one has the dual tip, the super fine, and then the fine tip so that I can write small enough. And what I will do is I will just write whatever it is across here, say shampoo, and then use my lovely little scissors or shears just to cut that strip because it's way easier than tearing, and then apply it to dun, 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 the containers. All right, so this container laying on top of this lovely little index card ended up not working as well as I had hoped. So I will show you guys what I was doing. And as you can see, it was a bust. I was actually trying to put in a different kind of hair gel. I had one kind of hair gel in here and I thought, no, you know what? I'm not going to use that. I want to use this other one. And I thought I can be crafty and creative with an index card and a fork, and that didn't work. Just never again. Okay, so moving on. All right, so this is actually my baby toddler's bag. Now these large gallon, I'm gonna say gallon, no, bigger than gallon, I don't know, size bags. My husband had found at Walmart, I believe, and they have been used and reused. That's why it looks kind of cloudy and odd, but hey, they keep working, you know? So I will just say that's perfectly fine by me. But they hold an entire amount of items, which is why I absolutely love it, from tall to small to thick to you name it. So I can also just label it. This one's actually labeled with my second son's name from our trip to Georgia a couple of years ago. And so everybody had a bag such as this for all of their toiletries, and it was so super simple to keep track of everything because all of their stuff that they used was in it. So in hers, I have her spray mister bottle, spray mist bottle. Anyway, so I have that because I actually prefer that a little bit more to what I was going to carry along, which I may still just leave this in here just in case. It just ends up being a small little spray bottle, but just so that I'm not constantly trying to pump for hours, I figured, geez, this bag is tall enough to accommodate this and big enough, so why not just carry the mist bottle. Also within hers, I have her lotion. I use the Baby Ganix lotion, which I absolutely love. It's unscented. And let's see here, what else does she have? She has her hair cream. I know specifically what this one is and when to apply it on her hair, so I can post a link to what I use. Absolutely love, love, love the smell of it. People are always commenting, oh my goodness, her hair smells so good. It's definitely this hair cream. And then lastly, at least at the moment, I have her baby wash, or her shampoo slash body wash. I can use it in one if I wanted to. I may actually carry her shampoo with. I just haven't decided yet if I'm going to give her a bath beforehand, during, or whenever. And I apologize, I said last thing. This is actually the last thing. This is what I was trying to fit into that bottle. And yeah, the consistency of it is not, not what you would want to try to pour into a bottle. So I said, all right, bag is big enough, it's going in the bag. So haven't actually tried that product yet, but I'm hoping to maybe try it out tomorrow before we end up leaving on another day, and see if I actually like it and see if it elongates her curls. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to some of the items that are primarily what I will pack for myself. And again, just trying to minimize and keep it simple. All right, so here is my current stash. I'm sure that there will probably be a few other items that I will include in it, but let's start off here. Vaseline and wipe. So Vaseline I end up using whether it's for moisturizing lips or also for my baby, and I use it in place of like the Desitin that some parents use. I've always done this even for my oldest down, so I just like to have it. It's an all-around thing that I will end up using no matter what. Sometimes I will find a smaller jar, but this one just so happened to be on sale at my salvage store, so bigger we went. Wipes, I definitely always carry at least one, if not two bags of wipes. There's one in her diaper bag. There's one in my, actually two probably in my van, in different compartments in the front and in the back. They are just something that you'll always use, absolutely, when you have children. My curling flat iron inside the, I'm not even sure what you call this thing, and I probably got it from my salvage store. I'd seen it, but and yes, it's kind of ripped, but hey, it still works. It has the certain kind of thermal heat protector so that if I happen to curl my hair and then I've got to run out the door or get kicked out of the hotel when checkout comes, then I can still have it warm and hot and put it in there and it's still good to go. So that is that. All right, so this bag is currently housing a few things. I actually put some bath toys in here for my baby, and just, you know, again, on the off chance that I actually do give her a bath while we're in the hotel, so she'll have something to play with other than just the soap. And this is the toothbrush bag. So we have my toothpaste that I use, as well as toothpaste that I purchased for her. And her toothpaste actually is supposed to rebuild enamel and just be a lot healthier. So I found that on Amazon. And again, with items that you see in here, I will definitely post links below in case you guys are interested. Also toothbrushes for both of us, and these cute little toothbrush covers. And so I can show you here, this little hole on the back actually houses, and they're on each of them, it actually houses a little teeny tiny suction cup. And so you could actually take it and stick it onto the mirror so that it's upright like that, and just have it dry that way. And then when you're done, just take it off. And it came in a decent sized pack. Again, I had these when we went to Georgia, so everybody had one. And then where we were staying, because we were down there for at least a couple of weeks, it was a lot easier just to stick it on the mirror and use it that way. So have that in there. All right, and here we have pretty much, I mean, the bulk of this is going to be well, that happened. Okay, my hair stuff, but not everything. So what I've done, I actually have these containers, which I know a lot of people do. I think they are just I don't know if it's Rubbermaid or not. Yep, it's Rubbermaid. Definitely love the size of these and what I can put in them. I actually have one for just regular hair ties, not the soft scrunchies, but just the hair ties, and then one for bobby pins. And so what I did was I consolidated and took everything out of one. I left in some hair ties in this one. I put in some hair bands. I put in some of the scrunchies as well as bobby pins. And so it works great. It's all in one place and I can just take it out as I need it. Obviously have my mat that I put my flat iron on to protect any surface it's on. Combs, brushes, and hair accessories as well with that. Okay, so, oh, and then also, I forgot about this. Give me a second here. All right, so I also ended up trying to decide on what hair oil I wanted to bring with me, and coconut oil is usually my go-to. So this is not gelato, it is coconut oil. So, but these containers are absolutely amazing. I love, love, love them. I love the brand Talenti and this gelato. Not so much the flavor. I believe my husband actually got that kind, but I do love a lot of just their single flavor brands. But it works great for holding oils or anything that might leak. And I've never had an issue as far as the cap coming off or open or anything like that. So that's super great for me. So I will set that aside for a second. I don't think there's anything else in here that, you know, kind of showcase necessarily. Okay, I guess I have a bag with some clips as well as a scarf, just in case I need that. Okay, and we will move on to the next bag. Okay, let me set these down before I have another oops here. Okay, so this little bag is housing my deodorant. I have awesome Q-tip travel box. Love, love, love these boxes as well. Super simple to get into. And they stay closed. It doesn't seem like it really does, but they do. It works. Okay, so also have, actually, I guess previous to getting these, there it goes, Vaseline. The larger jar, I did end up having a smaller jar in here, so obviously I'll take one of them out. Have some dental floss and, let's see here, some mouthwash. So I did use one of those containers out of that package that you saw earlier just for the mouthwash. I made sure that the lid is tight and that it's not going to leak, but just in case, I like to put it in a Ziploc bag. Again, my best friend of the masking tape, I applied there, so I'll be able to take it off later. And then of course I also have a razor in there. So that is just placed into a smaller little bag. And yes, I use Ziplocs a lot. And as long as they aren't completely soiled by the time I get back, I will reuse them, and I just kind of throw them all into a bag together, and then I reuse them on the next trip that I have. So, all right, lastly, I have a few items in another gallon Ziploc bag, some body wash, some lotion, and let's see what I've got here. Actually, you know what? Did I label that? I don't think I labeled that. Yes, I think this is also just another body wash that I sometimes use that I really like just for health and hygiene as well. So those all go in there. And then these last little nifty thrifty, if I can grab one out and show you. Kind of looks like a, centipede, millipede? Which one has more legs? Yeah, I'm not a mathematician. Anyway, but these things are great because, dun, 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 dun. There we go. It is my shower cap. So, love these as well. I ended up getting a huge bag from my salvage store. I'm sure that you can order them online. They last forever. I mean, they're pretty much maybe 1, 2, or 3 time use only, just because they are really thin. A little on the smaller side, but it does the job for sure. And if I have at least 100 of them, I mean, that's going to last me for quite a while. So that is the gist of what I do as far as the toiletries are concerned. And it really helps to simplify getting to the hotel and having everything in place wherever I need it. I can definitely add another super large bag just for my teenage daughter's items so that she has everything on hand, and all else fails, I get to just kind of throw everything back into the bags and then it gets thrown into the suitcase and we have to go. But this definitely helps to keep things organized. So I will move on to showing you guys another thing that I do.